What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to Judy Collins with her song Albatross. This is off of her album Wildflowers, which was released in 1967. I was actually sitting down to do some Joni Mitchell, and I decided, you know what, let me look at some other female artists that are maybe slightly related to her that maybe I haven't explored or that I'm not familiar with. I would also like to recommend a song to you guys. I would like to recommend you one of my favorite, if not my favorite female artists, and that would be Laura Veirs. And I would like to recommend the song Sun Song. I think that you guys will really like it. Beautiful music, nice folk music that's enlightened by violins, and I love her voice. Just great thing. And it seems that this album has a lot of covers from other artists, and that's kind of how she began to start her career, is by doing covers. But this song was one of the ones that she had written herself. So I wanted to hear what she writes. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. I hope you're having an amazing day. Now let's do it. This is Judy Collins with Albatross.
Comes to the gate, dressed in lavender and leather, looking north to the sea. She finds the weather fine. She hears the steeple bells ringing through the orchard all the way from town. She watches seagulls fly, silver on the ocean, stitching through the waves the edges of the sky. Many people wander up the hills from all around you, making up your memories and thinking they have found you. They cover you with veils of wonder as if you were a bride. Young men holding violets are curious to know if you have cried, and tell you why and ask you why. Either way you answer. Lace around the collars of the blouses of the ladies, flowers from a Spanish friend of the family. The embroidery of your life holds you in and keeps you out, but you survive, imprisoned in your bones behind the isinglass windows of your eyes. And in the night, the iron wheels rolling through the rain, down the hill through the long grass to the sea. And in the dark, the hard bells ringing with pain. Come away alone. Even now by the gate, with your long hair blowing, and the colors of the day that lie along your arms, you must barter your life to make sure you are living. And the crowd that has come, you give them the colors and the bells and the wind and the dream. Will there never be a prince who rides along the sea and the mountains, scattering the sand and the foam into amethyst fountains, riding up the hills from the beach in the long summer grass, holding the sun in his hands and shattering the isinglass? Day and night and day again, and people come and go away forever, while the shining summer sea dances in the glass of your mirror, while you search the waves for love and your visions for a sign. The knot of tears around your throat is crystallizing into your design. And in the night, the iron wheels rolling through the rain, down the hills through the with me.
Well, first off, I have to say how unexpected that was. Because I guess when I first came to this, maybe looking at the album cover, maybe just reading a little bit, I was expecting something a lot more like, like a woman, guitar, maybe piano, maybe this and that. I didn't expect the song to have so many strings and like an orchestra basically in the back with her singing. I wasn't expecting something so dramatic and actually quite powerful, especially with her singing. But this one surprised me. I have to give credit to, of course, Judy Collins, but also to the orchestra themselves, and the strings and everything, because at no point in this song did the strings or did the orchestra overpower her. They actually worked superbly well together in the way that they balanced each other out. When the strings would rise, she would either fall back a little bit to give it space, or she would rise with it, but never in a competing sense. Or when it was her time to shine, the orchestra would be pulled back a little bit. And what a unique delivery. I think her delivery in this song is super interesting because there's a lot of words that she fits into her verses, and when she's singing, her pacing is on. And I think in less capable hands, they could come across as awkward, and you can kind of stumble over your own words. You start to trip over your own sentences and your own verses, and, it just comes across as like, okay, you're writing a little bit too much. You don't know how to have self-control and pull it back a little bit. It does take some getting used to, for me at least on a first listen, but I do find her delivery pretty unique. And I think it makes it more natural hearing her sing like that. Like, this is her expressing herself. This is straight from the heart to the pen. And I think it comes across as unfiltered. She's not editing or cutting up what she feels or her story or the narrative that she wants to tell. She's just telling you exactly what it is. And this is what we get. This is Judy. And this is one of the songs that she wrote herself. So it's definitely Judy. But even the strings in the back, it's a very passionate filled arrangement. Like, I think that even without her voice, they would be captivating with the music itself. But I do feel that her voice does a great job of empowering it and playing along with it. Like, listen to the balance that it has.
You must barter your life to make sure you are living.
Still have the strings in the back.
And the crowd that has come.
Yeah, this is actually very impressive. I like this. I like what I've heard. It was Leonard Cohen who had inspired her to write her own material. She says that Leonard said, "Why aren't you writing your own songs?" So I think that's really cool. I don't know exactly what her relationship was with Cohen or with Mitchell or any of the artists that she had covered, but there's a lot of artists and bands that start off, covering songs. I mean, that's something that actually a lot of bands do. Maybe trying to get some experience as a band or as an artist. But then eventually you want to start to write your own material. So I think that for one of the songs that she did write herself on this album, I think it comes across very genuine. I think it comes across very natural. She does a great job, not being too dramatic, but allowing a certain theatricality to come across in her music, all the while still sounding human, still sounding relatively down to earth. And I think that there's an innocent humility just in her voice. Getting to the lyrics, I actually wasn't really paying attention to it. The lady comes to the gate dressed in lavender and leather. Looking north to the sea, she finds the weather fine. She hears the steeple bells ringing through the orchard. All the way from town, she watches seagulls fly, silver on the ocean, stitching through the waves, the edges of the sky. Day and night and day again, and people come and go away forever, while the shining summer sea dances in the glass of your mirror. While you search the waves for love and your visions for a sign, the knot of tears around your throat is crystallizing into your design. So looking at that line specifically, usually a albatross or a bird will guide you to land, or that's like a sign of land being nearby. In talking about this lady who seems to be waiting for someone, Judy says, while you search the waves for love and your visions for a sign, the knot of tears around your throat is crystallizing into your design. So perhaps this woman is waiting for her husband or for her lover to come back, but it's slowly becoming the realization that he's not coming back. So that knot of tears around her throat is beginning to crystallize, beginning to, have form. I'm not 100% sure reading the rest of it. I do like the way that it's written, though. It's very beautiful. I think the singing is nice. The delivery is wordy, but I think it's delivered well. And the music does a great job of carrying it all across. They have a perfect balance to me. That's really the main takeaway for this, is just the balance that they have. What do you guys think of this song? What else should I be listening to from Judy Collins? I don't know. Let me know. You guys can join me on Twitter. You guys can join me in the comments down below. I hope that you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.